Hey guys, welcome to week one of the Beginner's Guide to Real Estate. This is kind of a first time we've done this in this manner. Let me give you an overall view. I have up here our week one assignments. We'll talk about those in a minute, where you can find those and so on and so forth. But you found this on the main page of FHRUniversity.com. Just so you know, for the next 5 weeks after this, a total of 6, this is Beginner's Guide to Real Estate. This is where you're going to come. We're going to have this ready to go starting at 9:30 a.m. till around maybe 2 p.m. or so every Monday for the next 5-6 Mondays, including this one, where you can have it. I'm going to show you where you can go if you missed it anyway, or if you want to go back and watch a replay of it, or whatever the case may be. Again, this is not a live session. This is pre-recorded. But the whole genesis of this course, if you will, was to have an answer for people that had come to us and said, hey, look, it's my first time in the business, first time being self-employed, first time not having someone tell me when and where I need to be at any given time. So they were looking for a schedule, something that, hey, look, if you were going to make sure I have these things knocked out. So for the next 6 weeks, we're going to go over these things. It's going to be pretty heavy, by the way. But you're going to have to schedule your time and do these things as we go. But just so you know, on the main page, they'll be there. I'm going to encourage you. The reason they're only going to be there Monday on the main page, Mondays 9:30 to, let's say, 2 p.m. This video is because I want you to get in a habit of showing up on Monday mornings. Now, it's only going to be specific Monday mornings as well. We're going to run these. If you look at our FHR calendar, we're going to run these basically once a quarter. And we do that on purpose for a specific reason as well. So just so you're aware, and I'm going to show you how you can then log into some of my virtual office hours and get some answers to these problems or questions you might have about the assignment and so on and so forth. We're going to do a lot of encouragement. So that's the overall goal, is the next 6 weeks is to be an answer for, hey, what do I do, right? So we're going to start with week one. Each week, by the way, when you come back to this FHR University, you're going to find a new video, usually this one's gonna be a little bit longer, but usually about 5 minutes long. I'm gonna go over the week's assignments and encourage you where you can find the information and what you need to do, and then direct you to where you can come get some live help if you need, all right? So at the bottom of this video too, you see on my screen what's called the Beginner's Guide to Real Estate Week 1. There is an attachment, a PDF attachment at the bottom below the training that you can download this. By the way, in the future, you might wanna download this, pause this video, download that, and print it so you have it in front of you so you can go over it, right? So let's just dig right in if you were in your case. So the first order of business is watch the most recent 100K intro session from FHR University, right? Now, if you haven't been to FHR University, let's go up here. I have some of those pulled up. It's FHRUniversity.com. In your welcome packet you received, you should have registered or shown how to register. If you have not, you can register yourself and make sure you get logged in. Hopefully you have found that, because that's where you found this video anyway, right? So if the first assignment is to watch the most recent 100K, down here, if I go, there is a specific 100K tab, 100K club. Just open that up and you click on most recent sessions. The most recent one we have right now looks like to be the fall of 2018. We're in the midst of them, depending on when you're watching this. The most recent will be up here. But we kind of follow a specific pattern, but you can watch that. So that would be one of your assignments, is to watch that video here, all right? And that's where this, so let's minimize and go back to our assignments. Join the 100K Facebook page if you have not, in that it's a it's a private group, which means that you're gonna have to ask permission. So you go to facebook.com/groups/the100K club. You're going to find that's going to be a huge resource where you can go and ask a lot of questions, get a lot of answers from some very experienced agents, people that have gone through what you're going through just recently, and so on and so forth, right? Next thing on is to register for the next Jumpstart class. If you've already been to the Jumpstart class is not a business building class. It's basically how we do business here at Future Home, and what you would need to do, logging in a paperless pipeline, who do you contact when you have a problem, all that kind of stuff is covered in that course. So Jim Shands teaches that in the Tampa Bay market once a month, usually at the end. You've noticed here, I'm going to tell you to register for the next one. But that's the reason we start these on the 3rd week of a specific month, because we know that Jim will be teaching it next week. He always teaches the last week of the month. So I want you to go ahead and register for that. If you are brand new to Future Home Realty, you probably will have already or will be receiving an email invite from Jim. Now, and that you're also going to attend the paperless pipeline class from FHR University. Here's the other thing. I'm not going to, again, let's go back to FHR University site. I still have that up. I think that's under getting deals done, maybe. You might have to dig around a little bit to find bank owned. We're going to talk about that later. Down payment assistance. Nope, it's not there. So maybe it's under contract and addenda, business basics. Let's see if that's paperless pipeline is in here. You might have to dig around a little bit to find the specific portion where that class is, but that's good. By digging around, you're going to find out what is available. All right. So I'm going to encourage you. There is a paperless pipeline class that Jim covers it briefly in his Jumpstart class, but you're not going to wait for that. You're going to find it and watch it. It's like 20 or 25 minutes long. So, all right. Let me minimize that. Get back to here. You're also going to download that and highlight the commented version of the FR contract that is on FHR University. So let's go back to FHR University again. You're going to see there's a lot there, and that's going to be under contract and addenda. And under contract and addenda, you are going to see all sorts of stuff here. All right. But here is an overview of the contract, and then section 1, section 2, and I believe I assign you, so you don't have to do it all in one day. These are just things you're going to map out for your day. I am going to assign you read through the entire contract. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're going to read through the entire contract. You're going to download because there's an attachment there that you'll be able to print that out, see highlighted and commented notes that I've made on that, and then watch the FAR contract classes for sections 1 through 9 on this week as well. FHR. I just got to tell you from the beginning that you need to know your contract. You need to know your contract. If you go to the board and take a class, do that. Whatever you need to do to get a comfort level for your contract, then you need to do that. Okay. Attend effective open house class from the FHR University site, same place, dig through and find it. Identify your end of week 2 open house property. Now, what are you talking? You'll know that once you watch the open house class that I reference up here. Schedule an MLS basic and advanced classes from your board. You need to go contact the board that you're with. Each of them teaches it, if not once, probably twice a month. So you need to go find the next available and become knowledgeable on how to utilize MLS, which includes not only looking at properties, but listing properties and adding those in. Then, likewise, at the board, you should be able to find a public records class. A lot of times it's called RealList or IMAP. It's a way to search public records and be able to find that. You need to hunt that down and get registered for the next available course. Now, I'm not saying if it's available this week, great, they got room, dig in, all right? But you need to get on that right away, okay? And finally, I want you to locate the FHR calendar. Now, this is a Monday, all right? You should be watching this on a Monday. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 9:38 to 9:40 right now, if you've watched it the way we've suggested you watch it. And even today, on a Monday, in the Tampa Bay area, I'm going to have what's called grow sessions around. Most months, at least January through April, we might take a break for summer and then refire up in August or September through November and have grow sessions around where you can come dialogue, meet some agents, and hang out. We're going to encourage you to do that as well. But let's talk real quickly about the FHR calendar. That's imperative that you know where to go to get that. So if I go back up again, and find, I'm going to switch over. This is futurehomerealty.com. All right, this is our regular public-facing site, but if you go to agent login up in this upper right-hand corner, you'll find that. I'm going to log in real fast. You'll see when the class, we're recording this class for the first time on February of 2019. We might be in a totally different year when you're watching this, so just bear in mind that the calendar will change, of course, based upon when you're logging in and checking this. But as I log in to this site, all right, now upcoming events are here, but overall the calendar is available. So here's February. A couple things I want to point out. I notice I have, I'm going to encourage you, because again, you're not watching this live, you can't ask questions of me. However, since it's a Monday, and let's say you're close enough to grow session. Like here on February 4th, there was an FHR business grow session, right? If you click into it and see it, you will see that that was, all right, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the FHR West Chase office. All right, so there you could see there. If there is seating limited, you'll be encouraged to register so that you don't get locked out of that. Sometimes we're at the offices, the meetings, we have limited seating, so you can just be aware of that. All right, so that's how that would be. And grow sessions are just times. There's generally not an assigned topic. They're just ways for you to come meet. We do dialogue and maybe kind of, it's more of an accountability group or a mastermind group where you can ask questions, but also get a chance to, there are times when we meet and we focus on different things. Also, if you notice, FHR virtual office hours via Zoom. Zoom is like a go-to-meeting session. So let's say today, right? You log in, you're starting week 1 of this Beginner's Guide to Real Estate, and you have questions you need to ask about even this video and what I'm going with. You know that today on a Monday from 1, if we click in here, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? There will be Zoom office hours, which means you just go to this link here, right? Zoom.us. And again, it changes, it may change, but so click on the specific one for that day, and then you'll be able to log in. And it generally be me, probably 99% of the time it'll be me holding virtual office hours, meaning that I'll be logged into my computer and just, again, answer all sorts of questions from anything you can think of asking. So that's for right now, again, during those same months that we talked about, January through April and again August, but even during the summer months, I'm going to try and still have at least once a week, if not twice, like I am on Mondays and Fridays currently, having these virtual office hours where you can log in. Trying to be specific and keep them consistent at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern on Mondays and Fridays. As always, in the meantime, you feel free to reach out. However, if you have a specific question, like, hey, I got a pressing contract question because I'm ready to write an offer, you can reach out to Jim and I anytime. However, if it's something regarding this course in particular, the Beginner's Guide to Real Estate, I'm going to encourage you to wait until virtual office hours to catch me there, because you know you're going to have that. All right. So kind of a loaded, there's a lot to do here, right? I'm going to encourage you to jump in, get started right away. If you do have questions, I'd love to see you at the next available Zoom conference hours. You can call me if you like. If I happen to have some time and I'm not, meeting with other agents or teaching a class, I'd be happy to dialogue with you, but I'd prefer to do it during those time periods. And just, I guess, let me finish up by saying kudos to you for starting this, right? For taking the initiative to be here, say, hey, look, here we go. Let's make this happen. And let's see how it all translates. And I love your feedback too. If you want to say, hey, look, it seems like it's too much, or week 3 was overloaded. There's no way to get all that done. Again, different times. People have different times that are available. Some people are doing it and they're still working themselves out of another career, or they've got other responsibilities at home with caregiving, and or whether that be with a kid or a parent or whatever. I totally get that. I'm just going to say, hey, look, if you want to be very successful in this business, if you follow these steps, here's a recipe, and you can follow it. All right. Look forward to seeing you at one of our growth sessions. Look forward to seeing you at, by the way, if you're not in the Tampa Bay market, if we go back to the calendar see, there are growth sessions in Jacksonville. There are growth sessions in the Orlando market. And so you can see where they are and when they are at different spots. All of our training, any type of 100Ks, in this case, there's some live 100K training going on because we're in February. Then again, that won't always be the case, but you can jump on that. So just begin to familiarize yourself with us, and anything we can do to help. Realize that we are here to help. We want you to thrive in this business, and anything we can do to assist you in that, know that we're here to help. All right. Hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.